This is one of the most interesting places I know of. This is, and please forgive me if I mispronounce it. Kaissa and Zar have guilds in Gore. Is part of the what they call the players' caste, which I think is a little weird, but there is a players' caste in the books of Gore, and people are actually belong to it. Two of the lead games in Gore are Kaissa and Zar. If I mispronounce it, please forgive me. In the commentary, down the comments below, I'm going to give you the link to this, but it's where to go learn how to play those two games. And there's a lot of cool stuff. And I think you can see that there are fountains behind me. There are fountains. Oh, I hope you can see it. And I'm going to walk down in a minute. It's really quite a place. But all it does is this place is designed for people to come, learn the skill, and I'm going to show you why I'm saying that. Please stand, Vicky. This will be our last place before we go over. There she goes. It's probably the first time you actually saw her do it. Okay, so trying to set this up on the. You can kind of tell there's a board in the air, and then it has. I'm sorry. Let me get this lined up right because I know how the filming works. There's the Players Guild shield and loads of fountains and things. It's quite a place. It's a very, very formal. Like I said, there is a player's cast in Gore, and I think too many people have lost track of how to play this game. But there are tournaments every month. They tend to last 3 or 4 weeks. They're scheduled in different cities on a regular basis, and I'm going to show you what a giant board looks like in a second. Up, 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 and there it is. This is what the board looks like. Now, this board is designed for men to sit there and play on that board. And you can buy this in Marketplace, by the way. For those who don't know that are new to Second Life Gore or even Second Life, there's a place called Marketplace. And I do know for a fact the tournament board is in there. And if I think about it, I'll put a link into my comments on where to buy the tournament board, which looks just like this. So, what is cool about this place is this is called, there are pictures here of different master players. There's a museum, but there is what's called just a second, because of the way, and there's probably a better way to do this. The problem is I'm still learning it. There is what's called a Zar Learning Center, and they actually teach you the game here. So that's why I'm promoting this. I want you to be able to realize that you can learn the game coming here. And it's like a game of chess. One reminds me of checkers. By the way, I'm going to show you what Zar looks like. Because Zar's like chess. Zar is like playing checkers. And it reminds me of checkers. There's also another game with marbles on Earth that reminds me of this. Because you can go forward, not backwards. You can kind of, there it is. But that game board, that's for Czar. Now, there is, whoops, excuse me, no big deal. And what's going on is, okay, let me show you, and then I'll show you why I said this. Behind me, and let me realign. I keep saying let me, forgive me for that. There, now you can see it. Is, hopefully you should be able to see it now. Each piece is explained. There's the lodge, the ruin priest, the jar, and all these pieces, of course, represent people in Gore. There's a ruined piece, a lodge, a jar's woman, just like the bishop and the queen inside of chess. The rider, of course, is the knight. The builder's the rook. And basically here, you can tell there's the ubar, the ubara. So essentially what's cool is you're playing Gore, but on a board. in a very much a chess game fashion. That's Kazaa. And there's big tournaments, lots of money to be made in Second Life doing it. And by the way, there's two sets of rules. The ones in, please stand, Vicky. The ones in front of me are for the north, Tulvaslan, and on the other side, right there, let me bring it up so you can see it, are the rules for the south. They are not the same. There's a southern Kazaa and there is a northern Kazaa. Now, for Zar, if a man travels, and again, I'm just doing this so that you'll know how to do this because a lot of people don't know that this exists. There it is how to play. And again, if you notice, it has a homestone, Riders of the Hytharian. This is Zar. Again, the names are after major pieces and if you notice, or after major pieces in Second Life. So all the things are here. And there is one other cool feature. You can play these boards. Let me turn around while I talk to you. One of the problems is I forget that that happens. The other thing that's interesting here that I'm not going to show you is that they've recorded past tournaments, Masters tournaments, and you can actually go and take those games, download them, and play them and see how they. There I am. Sorry about that. You can actually take prior games, download them into your board if you have a tournament board, and watch how they play. Just like reading a book of chess, you can actually do that with Kasa. They've recorded these, and you can watch them move and watch how the masters do it. So not only do you have the instructions on the board that I just showed you, but you can actually turn around and do the prior games using master players. So this is a big deal. I'm going the way a lot of people make their money. There's a lot of money writing. The cities put them up to get people to come. So I'm going to suggest this. Hope you take me up on it. And this would be the end of that, but I wanted you to know about it. Thank you. Again, be well, and until the next video.
That's all, folks.